Hey boys, we back. Let's go back in the grinder here. Part 12 on this game. This is definitely gonna be the longest one we played. Yeah, this is where it's a little bit messy. We saw a couple of their cities last time, but we started losing some fortresses here. These forests, we can't see what is getting out of the forests, and they managed to destroy 3 of the fortresses. We are attacking this one here, and we'll be attacking that one there.
Awaiting orders.
Where's this in turn? I think we need to draw a line around here. There's more energy here. We lost this energy to our ally. Space Marines kinda get screwed by their allies regarding outposts. This map has very low outposts, so they're limited. Kinda wanna destroy this Gorkan out here.
Aquila strong point reporting. Their end is nigh. All systems operational. Receiving you loud and clear. All systems operational.
I think we're gonna kill the Meganobs as well there.
We stand vigilant.
What damage is this? 20.6.
All systems operational. Fire the main battery.
I have here Imperial Barracks. Plasma Ionizer. Valkyrie. They're making more Valkyries.
We await thy command.
So one captain here, here, and here. We need this one ranger to kill. So for him to be still useful here, we have to put him here. That's 3 captains kill. Gorknaut kills a lot of influence.
Emperor, guide me.
Receiving you loud and clear. They shall be decimated.
Wow, that's over 200 influence. You're going to need the massive amounts of influence to move the killer macro cannons around. I mean, to deploy the new ones and remove the old ones. Next captain costs 300 ore and 600 influence. The next chaplain is 360 and 720. Chaplain is 20% more expensive. We did drop a fortress here.
Aquila strong point reporting.
Well, we dropped the other one. We dropped the other one. Was this here? I think here, but it's one skilled unit. So far, we had to face at most 6 Gorknauts at the same time.
My lord.
I am here.
We need to take this outpost and get a fortress on it.
Yes.
Hunter anti-air ready.
We should still stick to this area here and let them come from the left side to the right. Keep the captains closer because we can mass a lot of influence here since there are so many in the area. I mean, there's another kill here.
We stand vigilant.
Look at that, 23, 23, 23. 70 influence.
Brother Captain reporting. Moving to new position.
There's a Gorkan out in the forest.
Another captain reporting.
What's the damage in this? We need to kill this pain boy here.
Your enemies shall perish.
Get 1.2 healing here. What if we use the big attack? 2.4.
There can be no mercy for the enemy. Double your efforts, my brothers.
This thing still survives here.
I am ready to lead.
I guess you can fire one of the missiles.
Anti-air here. Anti-air here. We stand vigilant.
Another pain boy here.
All systems operational. Aquila strong point reporting. Aquila strong point reporting.
Grandpa Marconos. We need to fortify this area. There's so many units around.
Send me at them, and they shall know fear.
Demoralize them here.
Double your efforts, my brothers.
We have a big hill already here. We'll keep it this time. We lost 3 fortresses in this area, so it caused some damage for sure.
Purity is both my shield and my blade. Forward, brothers.
Oh, look at that.
Rally on me, brothers. Charge!
Another hero down. Not sure about this aircraft here.
Yes, my lord. We're on the hunt.
Let me break this one somehow.
Fortress of Redemption. My lord. Receiving you. All systems operational. You will slay them all, my lord. Raring to go. We stand vigilant.
So we have Space Marine shotguns here. 1.5 damage. 2 attacks. 6.6 accuracy. These are low-tech solutions to range warfare on high-tech battlefields, encompassing such weapons as shotguns, stub guns, and heavy stabbers, sometimes called sluggers. The common bond between all these weapons is that they are, without exception, cumbersome, noisy, and fairly primitive firearms, often employed by gangers, law enforcement officers, and even civilians across the Imperium. These weapons make a formidable din when fired and are easy to maintain. They have a twinning bolt gun. Basically a higher accuracy bolt gun. I want to see the cluster mines. I'm gonna deploy them like here. Somewhere.
Astartes command. This fortress shall not fall.
So the shotgun on 1 range. Healing bolt gun is 2 range, but the rapid fire at 1.
Ranging ahead. Death for the vile invaders.
Ah, so you can see the twinning bolt gun, the 2 bolt guns. They have the shotguns.
Name your target. Aquila strong point reporting. Astartes command.
So Walker survived 3 health. I do demobilized by a tractor cannon. How long does this immobilize even last? 1 turn?
point reporting. All systems operational.
5 turns for the attack buff here.
Brother Captain.
We killed the war boss here. And this thing needs some repairs. We don't even have any on the unit to go here except that captain.
We stand vigilant.
This one is outside the city.
Their end is nigh.
Should not be using hunters for anything other here than anti-air.
Hunter anti-air ready. To the front line. We advance, my lord.
This is very high damage here.
Name your target.
There's a war boss here.
Receiving you.
And a war boss here.
Direct our fury.
Let's try to deal with this war boss.
I am here. Our faith shall strike fear into their hearts.
Have a powered machine spirit and rights of war.
Invoking the machine spirit's wrath. As you wish, my lord.
Massive firepower here.
I shall cleanse the
And the
tainted.
war boss is down.
Our duty calls.
We stand vigilant.
Devastate us.
We can fire on this Gorkanaut from here. I don't think they're gonna live long in this spot.
As you wish, brother. Let him on Terra. Witness your courage, brothers.
Full barrage, fire!
Gotta clear all these units here so we can start nuking the city.
Name your target.
This is a good shot here.
Acknowledged. Firing quick shells.
Where do you meet me?
What about this? I would really need to heal right now. Just wait here. Not a cover area, but
Wheel a strong
it's nice
point
to
reporting.
put them just in a cover area. We do have the Flesh is weak, so they have 70% damage reduction on top of their armor.
Their end is nigh. Engaging
Damage all these units here, so we interrupt this, clog the supply lines, how I say it, call it,
Stand vigilant.
clog the supply lines.
Their end is nigh.
Try to fight like in this area here. Get the fortifications moved here, from here. You can only drop once a turn. And we need to make sure that when we are disbanding them there is no enemy units in the area. Three radius. Best bet to destroy first would be the Dumble Brown orcs. Is that chaos looking red? I guess it's a dark red. You just need more firepower in this area here. Your Cantier is interesting. It's not very high damage, but it causes aircraft to be pinned. Getting a little bit pushed on the left side. Sending the heater closer to that outpost. Well, they went moved in to kill the... There's a full head devastator. Two Gorkanauts with their ranged dogs. Three more requisitions per turn. Lots of aircraft, a lot. Like most of the aircraft is going to this area here, we have barely any hunters. Wow, 9 damage on the Ben Blade with a Dakar jet. So I can let him have morale. Get killed in a few rounds. Well, skin the edges first. Shinepity for out repairs. What's in this thing here? Tunnel for a cannon. It's a lot of shit here.
Yes. Onwards to the front.
There's a flesh gets here, another tank buster here.
Into the fray, brothers.
What's going on with the city? 7 turns for the next population. We should enable this dormitory here. Get a little more growth. Now everything is running here. -3 energy. Getting another dormitories for later. You also need to make sure you have 5 population capacity available. Population limit. 6 turns on the next one. It's gonna be a deal for 3 turns. This in 3 turns, new pop in 6 turns, so another company chapel. And then sleep for a bit.
Ready for commands. Anti-air here.
It's a lot of air stuff here. This one is a little bit damaged.
Obliterate the sky.
Start with destroying some and see if we can drop their morale. Kinda need to start repairing that land raider. There's a war boss here.
Land Raider ready to serve.
Have to kill that war boss.
Yes.
Can we kill this one here?
My lord. Aquila strong point reporting.
Yeah, that's fine.
Reporting minor resistance.
Send me to war.
We'll pull here for a big heal.
Take us closer to the enemy.
We need health on all 3 units.
Faith and devotion to the Emperor will bring deliverance.
We'll make sure this Baneblade doesn't get destroyed by supporting it with repairs.
All systems operational.
Big damage on the war boss.
Engaging weapon systems. Astartes command. Aquila strong point reporting. Aquila strong point reporting. Acknowledged. Firing quick shells.
Another war boss down. Kill 3 war bosses here now. This one will just be shooting the Goroknauts here for now.
Their end is nigh.
This one plus the captain should be able to handle these 2 Goroknauts. Where are we dropping the next one here? I drop it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should be range.
Yes. Our faith carries
This is the
us
where we're
forward.
fortifying next.
I am here.
Big heal.
Faith and devotion to the Emperor will bring deliverance.
Engaging targets in designated area. All systems operational.
Another war boss down. There's a crowd coming here.
Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. Name your
Definitely
request.
repair here.
We stand vigilant.
This is no brain here.
Engaging targets in designated area.
One-shotting Meganobs is always good.
Awaiting orders.
This Thunderfire cannons here will be able to clear some weaker units, infantry specifically.
I will attend to the machine.
We'll repair Tictania here.
Hunter anti-air ready.
There is some aircraft here,
We advance, my lord. Ready for command.
so we can stay here.
Anti-air battery relocated.
Provide a body to protect the Thunderfire cannon.
Anti-air here. Ready for command.
What about Battle Pilgrim?
Tower Fury.
Can delete killer cans. We kinda need some heroes to shift here, then push them like in this area here. I don't want them to go around.
It's not where the enemy is. Yes.
This is looking fine here.
It is time,
There's a
brother.
Gorkon out in the trees.
Rally on me, brothers! Charge! Watch what you have of me. Feel my blade!
Evil green orcs have an artifact for plus 10% health.
Yes.
This guy's a little bit tougher in general.
Yes. I am ready to lead. I am needed elsewhere. For the Emperor! I am ready to lead.
See, maybe I use orbital strike and not attack here, but attacking this one is fine. Why is that Apocalyptic Blast became poop? I feel like at some point in time Apocalyptic Blast was actually Apocalyptic Blast.
Brother Captain.
I think we know who to blame for this.
All systems operational. Acknowledged. Firing quick shells. Engaging targets in designated area.
Lead everything here.
Raring to go.
This is interesting.
No mercy for the enemy! Strike as if a resounding thunderbolt!
Nice.
My lord!
Probably will be dead. They can survive one big attack.
Yes. There can be no mercy for the enemy.
It's kinda waste not shooting that Gork now there.
Receiving you loud and clear.
Even with just Trinket Link glass scans.
Redeploying to new location.
Keep the powered machine spirit for the full attack.
We are a merciless engine of war.
Don't want these Gorknauts to heal. Repair. Whatever you want to call it.
Reporting minor resistance. Fortress of Redemption. Defend for the
Nice. Crackstorm still destroys one of them even when they're
Your
broken.
target.
Ooh, about this area here.
Ready for commands. My lord.
I think this one might go down.
Fortress of Redemption. Anti-air here. Missile launcher, fire. You will slay them all, my lord. All systems operational.
Stunnerfire is most likely gonna be dead here, but might buy some time.
I will attend to the machine spirit. This will help the most.
There's a lot of air piling up here.
Receiving you. Name your target.
Let's see the Dakka jet here. 11.2 damage is pretty good.
Fire the main battery. We stand vigilant. Engaging targets in designated area.
I'm liking this 12.9 damage there.
Acknowledged. Firing quake shells.
We definitely push them, but they still have a lot of units, and we can't siege all the cities at once. So we're getting there. Now we are extending the offensive. Three Gorkanauts in the east, one in the north and two in the south. We're actually facing 7 Gorkanauts right now. We haven't seen their ultimate melee unit yet. Another warboss. We gotta take this outpost. One fortress and Kilamakan should be able to hold that area. This is the most of most of Gorknauts we face at the same time. 8. The front definitely extended. It's pretty wide now. Or we need like 3 smaller armies. Or a lot more fortifications. Still think they prioritize the Fortress over the Thunder Fire Cannon. Starfire Cannon has decent damage reduction here. Should be like 51%. Plus 9 armor. Seventeen, and another 9 armor. Oh, nice Overwatch Demolisher can destroy that. Captain taking a little bit damage here. Wonder if they're gonna gank up on Jed with multiple Gorknauts. This is a vehicle? No, that's an infantry unit. Yeah, this is an infantry unit. The biker's an infantry.
What do you command?
Continue scouting here.
All systems operational. Name your target.
We kinda need to get this spot here. This one can be switched to defend this area easily. There's at least 1 or 2 Gorknauts here.
Send me to war. Yes. I am needed elsewhere. I am here. Do my brothers require my presence?
This is why it's nice to have Thunderfire around. You clear infantry like this, like they're nothing.
I am prepared. Initiating attack.
Aquila strong point reporting. Scout bikes reporting.
What's the radius for this? Range 1.
Hunter anti-air ready. The chapter calls, and we answer. Deploying cluster mines.
But the question is if these cluster mines will do anything to the enemy, to us, if we actually get closer. It says to slow and damage enemies. Does look like similar to Wireweed. Fire has 3 damage, 1 attack, 2 armor penetration, 12 accuracy. Ignore scour and has a template.
Raring to go.
This has ignore, cover and blast, pretty much the same thing. The damage seems to be affected by the level of the bikers as well. 3-1, 3-12. It's pretty much exactly the same thing as the wire raid, except it gets affected by the improved frag casings for more AP. Makes you wonder if the third bike affects. How does the heck they affect it? I guess we put only there are 2 of them here. It says attacks times 2, so I guess we put cluster mines from 2 bikes. It could actually quite a little damage on anything, any groups really, or infantry.
Land Raider ready to serve.
It slows their movement like the wire a bit, which is okay, good as well. You don't want them to reach an area fast.
Engines engaged. In honor of the Golden Throne. Hunter anti-air ready. My lord, you will slay them all, my lord.
I guess the cannon does make a lot of sense to put here. It's kinda elevated area and we might have a seat in range or even 2. But this one here can cover the other side as well. Maybe a shame we put it here and don't have a seat in range. It should be adjacent to this. This is an important resource for us as well. And from this we should be able to see here, we will clear the forest once we push them forward. We have 2 tons of arcanes in clear forests. The tank bust overwatch here now.
Name your target.
Should be a sit in range for this one later, and this one will defend a lot here.
Name your target. Aquila strong point reporting. We stand vigilant. Name your target. Aquila strong point reporting. Direct our fury.
Watch what you have of me.
Into the fray, brothers!
The things will be healing a little bit extra. We have Oration of Restoration.
I am here. Feel my
Okay, Warboss down.
We stand
Let's
vigilant.
get a big attack here on the Gorknaut.
What do you command?
Name your target.
There's a more tank buster here.
What do you command? There can be no mercy.
Aquila strong point reporting. Armed and defensive. All systems operational. Reporting minor resistance. Ready for command. Anti-air here. Full barrage, fire! Acknowledged. Firing quake shells.
Oh, it's a nice kills here.
Yes,
What about this? How much healing? 4? Won't need that.
you will feel my fury!
Does look like the third one retreated.
Acknowledged. Firing
We can break
quake
morale
shells.
here, this one can totally destroy it. Our units pretty much negate their city defenses, since siege masters.
I stand ready.
This one is currently not even that near to drop, just move here.
That will not be an issue.
Acknowledged. Firing quake shells.
Always Meganobs, we can't let Meganobs run around with full health. It's bad, really bad.
I will attend to the machine spirit.
Kinda need this one to fire Gorknauts. Seems like there's a lot of firepower in this area.
Yes.
Land Raider ready to serve.
Let's start with this.
A sound decision.
Close to repairs.
Yes. Prepare to fall strong.
Clear some of these units here.
We await thy command. Engaging weapon systems. Stand your ground, Space Marines. We stand vigilant. Acknowledged. Firing quick shells. Name your target.
What do we have here? We don't have the tank buses in range. The flash kids do have stick bombs. Basically a blast weapon. It looks like they are affected by the VA. Should be pretty good against some infantry units.
All systems operational.
This is a big hit, 15.4.
Their end is nigh.
Infantry here. Huh?
We stand vigilant.
We'll save the resources. "27 refectories." Buildings produce 162 and 3.8 extra from features and extra 132 almost from loyalty. The features being like the tiles that increase acquisitions, like the rocks 20% for their tile. We don't have any outposts that would give the city more requisitions. We're eyeballing that ore field in the east. Another war boss. 3.3 doesn't look like that is experimental procedure. I think the core of the Niblet Green is just above this city. I love it when you Overwatch destroy an aircraft. been getting regular war bosses. 2 more have appeared. It's when all lost half health. Okay, base is weak, damage reduction for our infantry, bolter drill, accuracy for our bolters, siege master, 6 damage against city units. And let's complete the circle here. Scanning for a whole mob. Remember when we were trying to destroy the city here, now it's become a massive city here.
Brother Captain reporting.
Nice, we can park on the city here. There's the Gorkin out.
Name your target.
We can have these things run around for health, but they're at least one turn away.
I am ready to lead.
The Baneblade is on 162 health. And don't have much resources since they are trying to recruit pretty much everything they have. This continues recruiting these psychics. I guess at least they don't cost ore. The city has 3 manufactorums and they still build a psychic coven and imperial barracks. Imperial barracks here. And it's only just getting resources right now. Two, three, 4. Two, three, 4.
We await thy command.
The Lander has massive damage, especially against armored stuff in the cities. But we don't have the luxury just to send him down here.
We stand vigilant.
The pain boy here, more meganobs. This area is there's a lot of units. A lot of units. And they have morale as well. There's no aircraft here right now. Guess we can start with killing that the Sunday Daka jet.
Anti-air here, my lord.
Can fire from here.
Hunter anti-air ready.
Have to go around so we can arrive here.
Hunter anti-air
This guy's a little bit behind here. I guess there's gonna be an overwatch from the south.
Anti-air here. The chapter calls, and we answer. Yes, my lord, we're on the hunt. Ready for commands. Missile launcher, fire.
Name your request.
Your enemy shall perish.
Brothers, follow me. Victory needs no explanation, and defeat allows none.
Awaiting orders.
Still have to hold this position.
Spirit.
Hunter anti-air
This is
ready.
fine.
Missile launcher, fire. We await thy command.
I am ready to lead.
We await thy
Damn
command.
zone of control. Guess we just get closer here.
A sound decision.
Yes. I am here.
This is gonna be some massive damage.
Do my brothers require my presence?
Receiving you loud and clear.
Oh, for 2.8 you say? Ooh, no.
Invoking the machine spirit's wrath.
51.5? Yes.
We will shatter their lines.
I am here.
Good night.
I shall cleanse the tainted. Yes. Purge the unclean.
We stand vigilant, engaging targets in designated area.
You kinda have to go aggro here. I don't think this is a good spot for it, but it will close the left side. This one will be removed. Moving forward. Increases the chance of this thing surviving by these things being here as well. You know, again running out of resources. We're dealing with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Gorkonauts. Nice.
I am ready to lead. Brother Captain reporting.
Aquila strongpoint reporting. Reporting minor resistance.
Look at this one here.
I am here.
It's in range of 2 captains, actually 3 captains. Massive influence.
Our faith shall strike fear into their hearts.
Oh, look at this. Oh, this one is actually 1, 2, 3. This one is actually 1 out of range.
Brother Captain reporting. Die, heathen!
Another war boss here.
We stand vigilant.
Yes. What would you have?
Got what? 15.3? Maybe enough to fight him off. Fighting off means he'll pull out to heal out of sight. Sometimes it's a viable strategy if you're fighting superior numbers. Also clog their supply lines, meaning their convoy of reinforcements.
Name your target. We stand vigilant.
Another war boss here. This is a massive front. I don't think I ever had a front like this. It's like, I mean, we never had a campaign like this to enter a stage of the game like this. Honestly, a little bit surprised and satisfied that the game actually works fine at this stage of the game. Small indie company after all, this one for real. Not just, you know, a joke like that other company. Yeah, this is a large map.
Fire the main battery.
Find the long range ones first.
All systems operational.
Morale is their best weapon. In the whole game, really.
Aquila
Our
strongpoint
best weapon.
reporting. Aquila
And now we're getting a stage where we need to kill them faster than they produce units, so we can actually move forward.
We stand vigilant. Stand your ground, Space Marines. As ordered, destroying target. Their end is nigh. Astartes command.
This one had kind of lost value, but it's here for Overwatch. We did recycle the other ones. I mean, disband the other ones, so we don't have to pay for the upkeep.
I am ready to lead.
My lord. Ready for commands.
Thing be done.
Hunter anti-air ready. We stand vigilant. My lord? Ready for commands. We stand vigilant. Your enemy shall perish.
We can get close to this one now.
Name your request.
Yeah, sometimes it's nice to destroy an infantry unit with this. Can let those Meganobs get close with full health. Meganobs 3 out of 3 with good morale, that's no. Especially when they have extra attacks. I'm not sure what sometimes the VA buff is not showing. Does this mean that VA is they have nothing? Like not even level 1? I guess they're a neutral VA.
All systems operational. Aquila strong point reporting. As ordered, destroying target. Firing artillery bombardment. Your enemy shall perish. Yes, my lord. We're on the hunt. Ready for commands.
Can I get him blocked on the other one here?
Missile launcher.
I think these guys can finish this off, yeah.
Receiving
Hopefully
you
they
loud
don't
and
fire the
clear.
big guns so I don't need a dead unit. Seems kinda like a waste to shoot Death Copters with a Land Raider.
Fortress of Redemption.
It's a good morale hit though.
Battle stations. Direct our fury.
The Land Raider has twin-linked last cannons, which are pretty important against walkers and vehicles. There's more powerful last cannons than the Bane Blade. The Bane Blade last cannons are secondary weapons, while the last cannons on the Land Raider are primary.
We will shatter their life.
I am prepared.
So why can't we one-shot this Jink?
Receiving
Because
you
they're in
loud
the
and clear.
forest, and
Awaiting orders.
so no one will get finished off. We'll just repair the Land Raider here.
I will attend to the machine spirit.
Next, I only heal in 3 turns.
My brothers require my presence.
8.7.
Yes.
Fortunately, can one-shot that. What happens if it drops to lower morale? 9.9. Huh. Might be just enough.
Our faith shall strike fear into their
Nice.
hearts.
One less pain boy to bothering us here.
Name your target.
We'll file the orbital strike here. They went to shaken now, which means they take extra damage.
All systems operational.
Brother Captain.
What kind of healing are we getting here? 1.8. Not enough for a full health, but we'll take it.
You will not survive.
City going down is gonna be massive. We used to control an outpost here once upon a time.
Name your target. We stand vigilant. Reporting minor resistance.
Having a kill mark cannon fire to range on Gorok now is amazing.
We stand vigilant.
Even we having getting massive amounts of influence due to deeds of glory from multiple captains, we still have more than enough ways to spend all that influence, which is good. These things were properly priced. Almost like a full price of a Force Redemption at a later stage on the deployment. Because once we take control of an area, the kill marker cannons are basically just depleting their position, so they have to be scrapped, disbanded, and new ones placed. So you have a big sink for influence even further. I feel like the Space Marines have the biggest sink for influence in the game, and also the most important resource for them. Influence is more important than pretty like other factions. Neil says it's weird, normally Elch always thinks for the subs. Well, I'm not in the mood for parroting today. Might as well just turn it off full time. Working on some record morale here. I need to deploy that bam blade closer. It's like three twin linked heavy bolters being wasted there. Ouch. It's kinda stupid how effective their copters are. We're just eating Overwatch sometimes. Tenants for the Force Redemption.
Receiving you loud and clear. A sound decision.
Send me to war.
I need healing here. Till next turn.
You will die. I am ready to leave. Quickly, the enemy will not wait for us.
But since they upgraded the armors, we can't leave one shot them anymore with this.
Aquila strongpoint reporting.
There can be no mercy for the enemy. Thunderfire on standby.
That's what I'm talking about. It's what I'm talking about.
My lord. The chapter calls, and we answer. Coordinates received. All systems operational.
There's a battle wagon hiding in the trees here.
Commandos. My brother's call. Send me there. I am ready.
You guys can just stay here.
Receiving you
What
loud
kind of
and
damage we
clear.
have here?
Aquila strongpoint reporting.
Fire.
Land Raider ready to serve.
I think buses have to go down though.
Name your target. Hunter anti-air ready. Ready for commands. My lord. Aquila strongpoint
Got a
reporting.
big gun, shoot here.
Fire the main battery. All systems operational.
In range here. On the good boy.
Your enemy shall perish.
Just hold on for that. We could have demoralized that Birba before firing there. Does look like it's in the middle of the wave.
Defenses at the ready. Defend for the Emperor.
I will be taking more damage from that first shot. Previous shot. 70% more. 44 pop Orc City. A lot of aircrafts here again.
Awaiting orders.
Fortunately, we can't just move this one out so this Beyblade might get forward. We have
I
to
will
keep preparing
attend
this
to the
place.
spirit.
All systems operational.
And we actually have to start shooting that thing as well.
Fortress of Redemption. Stand your ground, Space Marines. We will shatter their lights. Name your target.
Nice.
Engaging targets in
One Gork now
designated
down.
area. Ready for commands. Hunter anti-air ready. For mankind. You will slay them all, my lord.
I am here. It's not where the enemy is.
There's also a lot of cover area here. We'll be filled with units.
All systems operational. Receiving you. Acknowledged. Firing quick shells. Hunter anti-air ready.
Things on one health. I guess our ally could finish it off.
What do you command? What do you command? Purge the unclean!
All systems operational. Name your target.
Brother Captain reporting. There can be no mercy for
One is almost broken.
Name your target.
Looks like it will survive 2 shots. Oh, this one actually will finish it off. Nice. We could have one-shotted with this one before. Actually, needed to be shaken.
Stand your ground, Space Marines. All systems operational.
Can let the units pile up here.
Target. Firing artillery bombardment.
Lots of firepower here. These three are holding, so we should keep it right now. We need a Thunderfire cannon here. Orbital drop in there.
We await thy command.
We can't really afford another, to drop another one. We could start removing these ones here. These ones here are gonna lose value. Like this 3, 4 should be fine, so like this 3 should be dismantled.
All systems operational.
And this should close this area here. Wish these 2 were a little bit to the right, but they seem to be still going around. We'll dismantle Titania as well.
Yes. Brother Captain reporting. Send me at them, and they shall know fear.
Be stand vigilant.
Double your efforts, my brothers! Feel my blade!
Name your target.
I think we keep this one, but we dismantle these 2.
We stand vigilant.
This one is still good here.
Firing artillery bombardment. All systems operational.
This one will keep, yeah, definitely.
As ordered. Destroying
And this one as well.
Their end is nigh.
Should dismantle this one here and this 2. Not really pulled this to the top. Need a force redemption here to get a resource, and here eventually as well. Our allies will not really just go here to build a city, I don't believe so. Well, even if they do, we should still keep this one for a bit. Could put a force redemption here. And Thunderfire here. Force redemption here and 2 Thunderfires here to cover all of them. Our ally seems to be building a lot of Valkyries. They're okay against ground. Better at 2 range than 3. 3 range, they just fired the Hellstrike missile, which is supposed to be... I don't know. I guess a little bit anti-armor. The main weapons are 2 range. But it's... 2 range puts in harm's way, so I guess it's safer to stay at 3. The storm bolter. It's a hay bolter. Yeah, Razorback has a stone bolter. Let's see what kind of stats our level 10 Razorback can get. Doesn't feel like it's worth researching. Honestly, I don't know why they just don't give you Razorback with armory. Rise the Rust Orcs. White Scar Orcs. Another war boss. Gorter Brown Orcs. That's I thought there would be too many E's here.
We stand vigilant.
Too many I's. I recovered morale here. I guess the Valkyrie went down. Hydra. Hydra.
I stand ready. Quickly, my brothers may have need of me.
Force Redemption 2 turns.
Anti-air here. Hunter anti-air ready. Anti-air here. Name your target.
We need to dismantle this place.
Name your request. I am prepared. Thunderfire on standby. Thunderfire on standby.
We stand vigilant.
We are the chapter's finest.
Hunter anti-air ready. Anti-air battery relocating.
Take the fight to them!
Let none of them survive. Obliterate the
I think
skies,
if units are in
brothers.
3 range, enemies in 3 range, they're gonna get morale and experience.
Command.
Unless they change that.
We await thy command. They shall be decimated.
Awaiting orders. Name your request.
Aquila strong point reporting. Aquila strong
Okay, we'll keep this one here. This one here is pretty good. Also, I'll get rid of this one here. Hey, Scotty.
Yes.
You need healing here.
Land Raider ready to serve.
Send me at them.
Drop morale first.
Double your efforts, my
This one is down to 37 health. Thunderfire is on the web. I'll drop oration first.
I am here. Faith and devotion to the Emperor will bring deliverance.
Aquila's strong point reporting. Engaging targets in designated area.
It's down to 27 health.
I am prepared.
Anti-air here.
It's all used.
What do you command? Brother Captain reporting.
Can only one-shot this one.
Stand vigilant. Acknowledged. Firing quick shells.
Gonna need some anti-air here.
Moving to new position. There can be no mercy for the enemy.
I'm getting closer to another temple guard blue orc city.
Land Raider ready to serve. Name your target. Please stand vigilant. As ordered, destroying target. Their end is nigh. Fire the main battery.
Heal and damage next turn. We'll move here to do it. Keep this up. So massive damage when you boost 3 Kilamaru cannons at to range. And the healing it provides is also very good.
I am needed elsewhere.
Defenses at the ready.
But we're going to remove these two.
Receiving you.
We need to clear this one here first.
Aquila strong point reporting. Aquila strong point reporting. Receiving you.
This one can stay here for now. Yeah, it's not very costly. These things are very expensive. 12 ore requisitions per turn. So the most expensive thing we can get. We can easily get the new ones with influence. You should have more than requisitions.
Aquila strong point reporting.
This captain is in a nasty spot here. Let's make sure that we actually win here.
Ready for commands. Ready for commands. Obliterate the skies, brothers. Hunter anti-air ready. For mankind. Fortress of Redemption.
What about the Land Raider?
I am prepared.
I think it's fine to move this one out of the way.
I will attend to
I need them to move their the Baneblade here. It's an amazing spot for a Baneblade.
We stand vigilant.
But, they'll just get tempted to fire the last cannons again. So much firepower is getting missed here.
Name your target. Direct our fury.
believe this thing hasn't lost morale. His boss head's buff.
All systems operational. My lord. Anti-air here. Target's acquired. Launching. Fire the main battery.
Definitely need about 2 more Thunderfire cannons.
We will redeem them in their blood.
All of you shall perish!
All systems operational.
We have to make sure that our ally loses no Beyblades, 0. The more Beyblades are rolling, the faster we'll roll over them.
Reporting minor resistance. Stand your ground, Space Marines.
There's another war boss here.
Reporting minor resistance. Engaging targets in designated area.
Rally on me, brothers!
Tight spot here. Come on, move the Beyblade. Move the Valkyries. The Beyblade has one set of weapon at range, and a second weapon is also to range. Right now at the range is just firing a Beyblade cannon and the last cannons, and sometimes the Hunter Killer missile. There's not firing with the Demolisher cannon, and not firing with 3 twin-linked heavy bolters. And it's not using its big body to tank. It's absolutely one of the biggest bodies in the game. The northern front looks very good, fortified. You just have to clear cover areas. Check something in a while. The Walkers will gain some vision. Maybe interrupt some Gorknaut's healing. Those Gorknauts will restore morale anyways. I think it's like 20% per turn. Morale regenerates if the unit has not taken damage. 20% per turn. It's crazy, instead of one of those I kill a macro cannon so you can get 6 hunters. I've been doing wonders with 6 hunters. Force redemption next turn will give us massive amount of energy in that northern outpost. Miss this by 1 turn, huh? That's fine. Next population, 1 turn. I'll give it activate Librarium next turn. Yeah, this is nice.
My lord, we go to Soviet. Anti-air here. We go to Soviet.
These guys are behind.
Moving into position. Thunder fire on standby. Following orders. I stand ready. I will do my work on the front lines.
Commandos.
Circle is nearly complete.
What do you command?
Another war boss here. Cannons are easy to build on hunters, yeah, for sure.
All systems operational.
Restored morale here.
What do you command?
So we just have to put pressure on the Gorknaut again.
For the Emperor! Reporting minor resistance.
This Death Copters here.
What would you have of me?
We await thy command.
Getting blocked by the ruin here.
Proceeding to location. We will shatter their
Get at this spot.
Aquila strong point reporting.
See any air here?
We stand vigilant. Their end is nigh.
2 aircraft here. Our ally. I don't think they have enough to actually fight them off here.
Aquila strong point reporting. Fire the main battery. Engaging targets in designated area. Hunter
Move hunters north instead of clearing this one here. I saw it too late.
We stand vigilant. Your enemies shall perish. Acknowledged. Firing quick shells.
How much armor does this thing have? 7?
Receiving you loud and clear. As you wish, my lord. Opening fire.
Into the fires of war we march.
Engaging targets in designated area.
Victory needs no explanation, and defeat allows none.
I am needed elsewhere. Into the fray, brothers!
Massive damage and healing here, right? Yeah.
Our faith shall strike fear
30% damage here and then AoE heal.
And devotion to the Emperor will bring deliverance.
Emperor, guide me. There can be no
This I need a Thunderfire cannon here.
Their end is nigh. Aquila strong point reporting. As ordered, destroying target. We stand vigilant.
This area is holding.
Receiving you.
This war boss here. Let him get closer.
Receiving you.
This one is actually not worth shooting though. This one is fine.
We will redeem them in their blood.
Toxic missiles are to damage the mech guns so we can one-shot them next time.
Systems operational. All systems operational.
I am here.
Name your target. Name your target.
Yes. Send me to war. Double your efforts, my brothers. Our faith shall strike fear into the heart.
Let's get rid of this pain boy.
We stand vigilant. Aquila strong point reporting.
I will attempt to issue spirit.
Ready for commands.
See any air here?
The chapter's call.
Get this 3 on Overwatch here.
Air here. Aquila strong point reporting.
What about the big gun?
Astartes command. Name your target. Your enemy shall perish.
This guy's low. So, do we get another one? A 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's overwhelm this area. Positions look very good. I mean here. How many cities do they have? One. Space Marines have only one. They play with one tall city. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, I was more thinking about this area here, out of harm's way from the melee weapons, and we should be having both cities in range, if not 3 cities in range. This one will only cover 1 city. There's a location here where we can just keep dropping every turn. Heck, even some orbital deployment, and we can have 3 cities in range. Kill all the units they have and start nuking the cities. Purge the area. We are both part of the Imperium. We're playing as Space Marines, and our ally is Astra Militarum. Yeah, we've been losing a lot of influence lately, but we'll start saving again. Astra Militarum is the main fighting force of the Imperium. Here. There's a city here producing units non-stop. We'll start repairing that right one. So the Dead Claw Brown orcs that are acting last in the turn. Then in return they also take damage from the wireweed.
Land Raider ready to serve.
Name your request. Into the fires of war we march.
Okay, we can start getting the energy. Ash magnets. Makes more sense to build a fort here. I have cleared that aircraft down.
Ready. We focus so dead. Target's clear. Launching.
Yeah, currently at 7 energy. And this gives us 22 energy per turn. Holy fuck. We're gonna get like 60 requisitions per turn once we get a requisition outpost.
I stand ready. This will help you most. My brother's call.
We are still growing. The Space Marines have 4 radius expansion, which means they can have the biggest city. As you can see, we can still acquire tiles, and these tiles are 2 or 3 buildings, which is worked by 2 or 3 population. It's 4. I guess if we count the center, it's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But the radius 1 is starting, and radius 2, radius 3, radius 4. Default used to be 2 at the beginning of Grasslands, but they lowered it to 1 to make the city expansion technologies more relevant and late game cities more in check. Well, short term, this is perfect location, but if you want to consider like the very super late game, when I like even bigger map within a crazy scenario, we would actually lose some tiles. But already at this point we have more than enough tiles. We are currently limited by not controlling outposts, which, I repeat again, are very low on this map. Space Marines also rely on outposts, not just the city.
Defenses
Outposts can be controlled by the Fortress of Redemption, which have this ability called Harvest Resource Tiles. So not only you get 2 flat energy, but you also get plus 20% energy for the whole city. That's why our energy jumped from plus 7 to plus 29 per turn. with just one outpost. Now imagine we have 3 of these. Imagine we have 3 of these for requisitions. So the city size, it's not the only thing for Space Marines, it's the outposts as well. We gain 22 energy per turn, and let me tell you something. We have 9 generatorums, but we have 27 refactories which produce requisitions. Now imagine we get one of these. Like this ore field here, we used to have back in the day. What is your biggest limit for faction? Well, right now is the requisitions. Requisitions is always the biggest limiting resource for the Space Marines, so it should be, because it increases the size of your army. This one here, the requisitions. It's the ore and food combined.
Where do you need me?
It's used to produce units and buildings.
I stand ready. Awaiting orders. Advancing.
Clear all the style as we expand. Well, it's actually, when you look at the grand scheme of things, the outposts give more resources to the Space Marines than more cities would, without limiting you in a way where you have to produce buildings and units that produce more cities. It's kind of streamlined, simpler system. As long as you have map control, you can keep up with not having more cities. If you don't have outposts, you fall behind. As their city can outproduce any other city in the game, even 2 cities combined. So, as the Space Marines control the map, they become a powerhouse. Without map control, it's a handicap. Map control by controlling outposts adjacent to the Fortress of Redemption. But I repeat, this map has very low outposts, and allies kinda take outposts from us, the closest ones at least. So it's been a big handicap. On even medium settings, there are too many outposts on the map, if you ask me. You will see in the next game when you put in very high how many there will be. And then the Space Marines would be, even in one city, just beyond match to resource production. But like I said, we wanted less resources on the map, feel more precious resources. And it hurts Space Marines more than anybody else. The next map we're gonna be playing, it's gonna be, we have something we have not done before.
Orders. My lord.
Space Marines can have a city that even has 4 outposts. Nobody can compare that with this in the game. And then you add a couple of outposts on map control and 1 city. All the factions will wish they have a city like that.
Anti-air ready. Anti-air here. Aquila strong point reporting.
My brother's call.
Land Raider relocating.
What would you have of me? Directors to the enemy. Our faith
Let's get rid of this big mech.
into their hearts.
My lord. Aquila strong point reporting.
Terminators ready.
All systems operational. Anti-air here. Hunter anti-air ready. Obliterate the skies, brothers.
We do have several Thunderfire cannons and several killer macro cannons that are not named. And we have also one apothecary that is not named.
Thunderfire on standby.
Direct our fury.
Can't believe they actually survived this. I guess they have 2 more armor.
Fortress of Redemption. Aquila strong point reporting. Aquila strong point reporting.
Into the fray, brothers!
Brother Captain reporting.
Purge the unclean!
This one is good here to set some zone of control.
All systems operational. Your enemy shall perish. Your enemy shall perish.
Thunderfire on standby.
Yes. For the Emperor!
Name your target. Name your target.
My idea is Scorn, but I refuse that.
Astartes command. Aquila strong point reporting.
Let's fight out that war boss. Our best chance to end one of them is these guys here, the Dumble Brown Orcs. I think this might be their only city left, but we need to scan more of them up.
Name your target. Firing artillery bombardment. Engaging targets in designated area. Your enemy shall perish.
I am prepared. I will attend to the machine spirit.
Astartes command. Defend for the Emperor.
It's looking very good here.
We await thy command. We stand vigilant. We stand vigilant. Land Raider ready to serve.
Oh, who do we have here? A Gorknaut with one leg in the grave.
Into the fray, brothers!
We shall smite them in the name of Terra. Aquila strong point reporting. We stand vigilant. All systems operational. Aquila strong point reporting. Engaging.
Need to fight this one off so they don't pose any threat here. It's making us gonna do some damage, but it's still gonna be probably dismantled before it actually gets ever under threat to get destroyed.
Acknowledged. Firing quick shells. Hunter anti-air ready. Astartes command.
Well, any names, you know, that look suspicious, I can't be bothered to Google. Stick to the English names. I googled a few too many things and Scott got stuck out for life. Yep. You can notice that your shekels have been refunded. Stick to the English names. If I don't know what it means, it's not gonna be taken, and don't waste my time. Couple of bad eggs, you know, destroy the innocence of the internet. So that's how it is. The Gorgnauts here. Looks like one of them went around. The safest position here.
Direct our fury.
Oh, we can see the city here. Oh, we have it in range. Good placement. wasn't sure we'd have the city in range there.
Thunderfire lost Savon.
A sound decision.
I am prepared. Location marked. I will attend to the machine spirit.
Direct us to the enemy.
My brother's call. I will tend to your wounds, brother.
My lord. Hunter anti-air ready.
Hunter will just use their bodies here.
My lord. Hunter anti-air ready. We stand vigilant. Name your target. We stand vigilant.
The city has 307 health.
Name your target.
Commandos.
Defend for the Emperor.
There can be no mercy for the enemy. Brother Captain reporting.
Oh my god. What is this? There's a 6 base armor and it gets infantry armor. Interesting. Close combat weapon. 12.6 damage, 6 attacks, 7 armor penetration. Fuck me. That's a lot of fucking damage. It actually beats the Power Cloud war boss. As a Super Loba 3 range. A little bit anti-armor. There is also twin link big shooters. So the main weapon is the weapon of the beast. Squigots are orcoid monstrosities, towering hulks made of little more than muscle and bad temper. They are distantly related to squigs and have all savagery and single-mindedness of their smaller cousins. But squigots can grow so large that they dwarf tanks and even buildings. Goaded by the orcs that ride on a howdah upon its back. The squigot thuds into battle, the ground trembling, I'm not sure if that's a typo, beneath its feet. So the primary weapon is a close combat weapon. I guess it's the beast that is attacking. It's a massive damage. Even a hero might get smacked by that. Pretty bad.
Yes.
It's 4 accuracy though, so it's good. It does have a Hammer of Wrath, which gives it more damage. It's fearless, so prevents a lot of morale loss. There's a Feel No Pain, 33% Feel No Pain damage reduction. Gargantuan. Creatures are of such immense size that they can take on entire armies. They tower over the battlefield, making the ground shudder as they advance upon the foe, crushing lesser creatures beneath their feet as they lumber forwards. It is expensive, 180 food, 180 ore, 12 food and 12 influence upkeep. Morale affects accuracy and damage taken. If it's lower. At full morale, it doesn't do anything. Well, considering their VAB bonus, morale is the only way you stop getting killed by a lot of orcs. This also lowers movement down. There's another attack here, it has a stomp, which probably destroys most infantry units. It's free action every turn. I think Captain and Chaplain will be fine against that. As long as it doesn't get experimental procedure. Not even sure it can. It has extra infantry armor, which is weird.
Yes.
Name your target.
What do you command?
You would take 3 damage from this if we got there.
Name your target. Fire the main battery.
It does have it loses morale very slowly.
We stand vigilant.
Die, heathen!
All systems operational.
Watch what you have with me. Double your efforts, my brothers. All of you shall perish. Yes. Yes.
Name your target. We stand vigilant. Name your target.
I am ready to lead.
I think we should be fine here, we'll see. We haven't fought this yet. Our heroes are some toughest in the game.
Reporting.
I am here.
We have powered machine spirit here.
Astartes command. Reporting minor resistance. Acknowledged. Firing quick shells. Engaging targets in designated area. Defend for the Emperor. Name your target.
There's another Gork out here.
Engaging targets in designated area.
I am prepared.
Keep preparing the
Attends to machine
flame blade here. I think we're gonna remove the forest here eventually.
Yes. You will not survive.
All systems operational. Aquila strong point reporting. We await thy command.
I am ready to lead.
Acknowledged. Firing quick shells. Hunter anti-air ready.
Fucking serious.
Brother Captain reporting.
Oh, one more city. First city we destroyed today.
Aquila strong point reporting.
These guys are in bad morale.
We await thy command. Redeploying to new location. We shall smite them in the name of terror.
Need repairs of this thing. This area looks like it's gonna be overrun.
As ordered, destroying target.
Arm the defenses. Anti-air here. My lord. We advance, my lord. Aquila strong point reporting.
Let's tell our allies to come here.
We stand vigilant.
Hunter anti-air ready. All missiles away.
Hunter anti-air ready.
This one on Overwatch.
I am here. I will obey.
This was the what? Changeling Pink City? Changeling Pink Orc City? From this place here. Our best bet will be Dumbo Brown to destroy. These are the Deathclaw Brown. They still have at least 2 more cities that we can see. And all that thing further, I don't think in the last scans I actually see that one there. The Gorknaut. Gorknaut. So what is the difference between a Gorknaut and a Stompa? Is a Stompa just a bigger Gorknaut? So the pictures of the Stompa, they basically look like Gorkanauts. Holy shit, that damage. What happened there? Guess 2 Gorkanauts and a war boss. Isn't Beyblade just a bigger lamb than us? No. Lemnonas is like a, the way I see it, the Lemnonas is like a standard tank. Like you know, main battle tank. While the Baneblade is kinda like a super weapon. It is some old technology that it's not easily produced as well. I'm not even sure it can be produced anymore. Almost like an artificial intelligent thing. Not sure what they call it. Machine spirit they call it, I think. I don't think Lemonruss belting has that. Which makes the Baneblade more terrifying, not just because of the size. I think the Land Raider has the same thing.
Receiving you loud and clear.
Power of the machine spirit. Little 5 taking massive damage. We're shooting a loba there. Could have destroyed that fortress.
We stand vigilant.
It's interesting how the Super Loba is ordnance and not a blast weapon. Do this make any sense to you guys? It says it's a large, noisy mortars. And they nearly killed little Fifi there. Looks like the next wave is coming.
Name your target. Your enemy shall perish.
Keep that war boss. Yeah, that's a lot of firepower here.
Name your request. I will attend to the machine spirit. I will attend to the machine spirit.
These guys are producing more ore here.
Brother Captain reporting.
Aquila strong point reporting.
They dismantle these fortifications here. This was definitely an expensive siege here.
Aquila strong point reporting. My lord, you will slay them all, my lord.
I will attend to the machine spirit. We are the chapter's finest. Ready your war gear, my brothers. Battle awaits. Send me to war. Send me at them, and they shall know.
Good AoE here for the lower morale.
Double your efforts, my brothers.
Chakotip. This thing still has morale. The Pain Boy, Weird Boy, Pain Boy. Massive firepower here.
I am ready to lead.
Astartes command.
Yes. Yes.
Gotta kill the Big Mac there.
You will not survive.
Ready for commands.
It's not enough to kill it, it's jinking. It's gonna survive with half a health.
Direct our fury.
Yeah, I need this here.
Engines engaged.
Apothecary here. Name your request. Moving into position.
Forest don't bother our tanks really anymore because those are blades, but we don't want to give anybody cover here. This forest here, I guess, could be fine. Our infantry could be a little bit protected here against the aircraft. Anything ahead, there's a forest should get cleared.
Lord. Anti-air here. Defenses at the ready.
Yes.
Shielding we get here. 3.7, 6. So many Gorkanauts here. One thing recovers morale here and is dead. This thing is very hard to demoralize. If If Boss Head works on the Gargantuanski God, it's actually impossible to lower the morale on this thing. This thing used to have actually immune to morale effects. But they made the morale mechanic for everybody in the game. It's you know, more like a part of the game. You know, like the vigor in is in Total War, Warhammer.
I am here. Send me at them, and they shall know fear.
Was used to be things that were immune to morale.
All systems operational.
Name your request.
It's a war boss. He's a Valel 10.
Yes.
No wonder he did so much damage. It's like a lot of damage there.
All systems operational.
This one can still have a chance to get immortalized here. It's right in the range of that war boss getting killed. Demoralizing a war boss is not gonna work here.
Receiving you loud and clear.
I mean, this one, not even sure we're gonna need a powered machine
Aquila
spirit.
strong point reporting.
Holy shit, this guy's tough. Implants plus 6% health, 5 armor. 30 health.
Aquila
We're
strong
going to
point
be down 30
All
health.
systems operational.
3.1,
Systems
3.2.
operational. Direct tower fury. Astartes command. Aquila strong point reporting.
We're gonna have to fire everything we got from that guy.
Anti-air here. Ready for commands.
This one can stay here.
Ready for commands. Hunter anti-air ready.
My brother's call.
Can the healers make the hero heal him? Yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna move here. I'm just looking for the spots where to put the hunters.
Anti-air here. My lord.
Because the hunters could block this move.
Hunter anti-air ready. My lord. Ready for commands.
So I cannot bring this aircraft down here.
Waiting orders.
All systems operational.
This was, I hoped we could bring this down to demoralize some of the stuff, but the warboss should do it.
Waiting orders.
Ready for commands.
I guess I could move it here.
Hunter anti-air ready. We await thy command. Hunter anti-air.
I guess it should be fine for one turn here.
We go to subject.
Go to aid my brothers. I stand ready. I will tend to your wounds, brother.
Okay,
I am ready.
start with the damage.
There can be no mercy.
Fortress of redemption. We stand vigilant.
There's some juicy attacks here for this one.
Name your target. We stand vigilant. Firing artillery.
Should be also massive damage for some of these things in the area.
My lord.
We see what's ahead, so we can put these things also here.
Received.
Or watching something is behind.
Commands. Hunter anti-air ready.
Might actually use this too.
Direct tower fury. Name your target. All systems operational. Land Raider ready to serve.
And I have to use the power machine spirit.
Invoking the machine spirit's wrath.
This is massive here. This one, I guess, was out of range or resisted. Why does he resist? Depth in morale. Yes, at the long this might have resisted there. We see morale changes affected 4 distance.
We stand vigilant.
If we break this one, we could kill all of them here.
My lord, Aquila strongpoint reporting.
Thunderfire on standby.
Hunter anti-air ready.
It's a shame this one is just missing a tiny bit.
Brother Captain reporting.
My lord,
You're missing like tiny bit damage. It's because they're level 2. And they're jinking as well.
anti-air here.
This is a strong anti-armor weapon. It's almost not worth shooting because it's jinking. It's gonna get killed next turn anyways by a single rocket.
Name your target.
It makes a lot of sense to just kill this one then.
Name your target.
Yeah.
Full barrage. Fire.
Should also break this one so the Terminators can kill him.
Aquila strongpoint reporting.
Holy shit, this guy has a lot of morale. Why does this guy had so much morale?
Trust to the enemy.
Almost shaken now.
What would you have of me? You will die! Fear the wrath of the Emperor!
Ready for commands.
Overwatch, we don't need to shoot those guys.
Name your target.
We need to get Squiggle down. This thing has almost the same problem as the Warboss AI. It tends to stay at range. It's using his super loba instead of his ridiculous close combat weapon.
Name your target.
Brother Captain reporting.
Even if they are reckless attacks, the Warboss and the Gargantuous God should still prefer going to melee instead of start doing range. Range are the extra weapons, these things.
Brother Captain reporting. Yes.
Receiving you.
It's the same issue with some Total War AI as well. For example, those missile chariots. For some reason they gave them a range attack instead of fire at will. You know, like the Arachnoid Spider has fire at will. The Arachnoid Spider had a range attack, would be a really bad AI unit. Like the Ice Wolf Chariot having a range attack, which makes no sense. And it's primarily a melee unit. You can see similarities between the game. Just bad code. Putting making a melee unit range just because he has a range attack. This thing is made to go into melee. Even if it takes massive damage, it's made to go into melee because it will cause massive damage. This just looks bad. Same for the Warboss.
Astartes command. All systems operational. We stand vigilant. We stand vigilant. Your enemy shall perish.
Let those guys be full strength, but there's no guns there anymore.
We stand vigilant.
So you can fire this one. This one has a Apocalyptic Mega Blast. It's the biggest blast in the game. You can kill 2 of them there. But this one just has a large blast. You can see it's 5.4. And the difference in damage also matters.
Armed defenses. Reporting minor resistance. Anti-air here. My lord. Anti-air here.
This one has taken damage. I guess the Gorka now shot it.
Ready for commands. Anti-air battery relocating.
It's auto-repairing every turn, but it feels like it's not gonna last here.
Commands. My lord. To the front line.
The Baneblade is nicely repaired now.
Fortress of Redemption. Ready for commands. Fortress of Redemption. Their end is nigh.
I'm getting slowly overrun here.
Astartes command. Battle stations.
Yes.
Land Raider ready to serve. Engines engaged. They shall be decimated.
Yes. Quickly! The enemy will not wait for us!
Orbital strike here. Let's damage this tank busters. I don't like tank busters with full health. Always cause trouble.
Fire the main battery. We stand vigilant.
This thing is just moved down.
We stand vigilant.
Need to disband this. I think for the time being to carry a better push here and deploy one here. Remember guys when we're hiding at unit of tactical space marines here? This was a nice thing to hide here behind the forest. You can see that we don't even see it. I think there might be something here.
Yes.
I'll see this bolster defenses thing next turn. Another ability for the Thunderfire cannon.
Prepare to fall, scum!
You can also pull back to repair here. We use an orbital strike anywhere here. Let's see. Primary targets of this orbital strikes, tank busters and meganobs. I don't see anything really close. I guess these meganobs they're in the forest though. No casualties. Fine. Oh, it moved! It moved! It's firing the wrong unit. Imagine using last cannons and boys. Oh my fucking god. Could have taken half a health for that thing. Wasted three twinly heavy bolters really there. And the last cannons. Why would you ever use last cannons there when there's a meat target? It's a bit random, I guess.
Fortress of Redemption.
It actually makes this place very deadly with powder machine spirit.
All systems operational.
Well, we scanned the edges of the map. Now we can scan the rest. Next turn. I mean, turn after, I guess. An outer cannon, a Baneblade cannon, and two last cannons who can kill the boys. What the fuck? Where's that Apocalyptic blast? We'll get aircraft in this game, actually. Just a matter of time. It doesn't cost only energy, it costs positions too. We're running out of influence because we used all those fortifications, so we're gonna be piling some acquisitions instead of just dropping extra fortifications. Fortress is looking seems to be going down. The Valkyrie is blocking our Thunderfire cannon. City actually looks like it was a nice city there. Some rocks and a bunch of Imperial ruins. Holster defenses. Grants Thunderfire cannons the ability to increase the range damage reduction of the target tile. Every position must be held to the last man. There must be no retirement. With our backs to the wall and believing in the justice of our cause, each one of us must fight on to the end. Imperial War Master Solon. We get some kind of ability here. Consumes action movement, there's a 3-turn cooldown, range 2 tiles. Ooh, that actually makes it interesting with range 2 tiles. For 3 turns, the tile, units on this tile are gonna get a more range damage reduction. This grants another ability there if you don't need to repair.
Yes. Moving to new position.
All systems operational.
Die, heathen!
Name your target. As ordered, destroying target. We stand vigilant.
Ooh, 4 of this we got.
Awaiting orders. Location marked. I stand ready.
3 Gorknauts here.
We stand vigilant.
I will do my work.
Not a very safe area here, probably you can get overrun by the aircraft.
Awaiting orders. Rendering assistance. Where do you need me?
Should survive there.
Apothecary here. My tools blade there.
Garrison in there for healing.
I am here. All of you shall perish.
Aquila strong point reporting.
Directors to the enemy. Terminators ready. The enemy fears our approach. Our faith shall strike fear into their hearts.
Name your target. Reporting minor resistance. Fire the main battery.
We await thy command.
What's the armor here? 10?
We await thy command.
Ready for command. The chapter calls, and we answer.
Thunderfire on standby.
Receiving you.
Yes, Emperor, guide me. You will feel my fury.
Another Gorgon out here. We do have two captains in this area. The forests get under even more protection of the captains. With all these damage reductions.
My lord.
What would you have of me? What would you have of me?
I guess the flamer is considered a blast weapon. Strange. The template is the same as blast.
Receiving you.
And I guess it's not the same. The blasting does hit multiple targets. The flamer increases the accuracy against
What would you have of me?
multiple group members of target unit. For the sake of technology, it's considered blast. It's affected by the improved frag casings, grenade, missile, and blast weapons. I don't think flamer fits any of these categories. Same for the orcs. Their frag casings above scorch. It's a flamer weapon. I guess they just automatically consider it a blast weapon instead of just adding another word here to flamer weapons as well. Almost like they're not recognizing the flamer as a category of weapons. It's not the same as the explosion and fire on the flamer.
Receiving you loud and clear. As you wish, my lord. Opening fire.
Give them no quarter. We stand vigilant.
We'll go all out in this Gorgon out.
My lord. Hunter Anti-Air ready. Aquila strong point reporting.
I am prepared.
Let's repair this one.
I will attend to the machine spirit.
Ready for commands.
Receiving you loud and clear. Brother Captain reporting.
Use this one.
There can be no mercy for the enemy. Yes. What would you have of me? I am ready to lead.
We stand vigilant. Name your target. Your enemy shall perish. We stand vigilant.
And this is definitely a good spot here. This one is could be like here, but still good. No, I shot once with a Super Loba and it pulled. We fought it off. We shot it a couple of times with
We stand
our
vigilant.
Kilamaker cannon unit. was taking some damage and pulled out.
All systems operational.
I feel like it might have been going around.
Your enemy shall perish. Name your target. Astartes command. This fortress shall not fall. Acknowledged. Firing quake shells. Your enemy shall perish. Their end is nigh.
So, any more aircraft here? There's one here. The safest spot to go here. They recovered some of the morale here.
Receiving you
In fact,
loud
I have
and
to
clear.
pull out the raider there. It's gonna get killed.
What do you command?
As ordered, destroying target. Engaging targets in designated area. Reporting minor resistance. We stand vigilant. Engaging targets in designated area. We will redeem them in their blood. We await thy command. Engines engaged.
What, down to 45 health? Should be fine for one more turn. They did use their thing bust the bombs.
Land radar
Lots of
ready
damage.
to serve. Anti-air here.
This one should just stay here and it's some repairs.
Hunter anti-air ready. To the front line. Ready for commands. We advance, my lord. Hunter anti-air ready.
I am here.
This area is more problematic than this one, so we'll get a little bit
Send me at
closer.
them, and they shall do.
We need healing here. Next population in 3 turns. Massive Astronautarum ship, that's the Valkyrie. It's a transport aircraft. Does have decent weapons and armor and health. There's a multi-laser as main weapon to range. It's pretty much the same thing as on the Scout Sentinels, says one of them. There's the Hellstrike missile, which is anti-ground, anti-armor, and technology adds to heavy bolters, so it's pretty good at 2 range. There's a base 8 armor with extra vehicle armor to 9, and it has a base 36 hit points, 6 movement, and it's flying, so it's pretty solid. Only costs 3 energy. Launch pads, building that produces aircraft as well as generates requisitions and influence. The Space Marines get only get 1 city. Yeah. It's the first aircraft of the Astronautarum. The cheapest one they have. They have the versatile transport aircraft. They have a fighter aircraft and a big ass bomber aircraft. Guess you might say they have the most aircraft. I think Necrons have 2 aircraft, Orcs have 2 aircraft, Space Marines have 2 aircraft. The Land Raider is gonna take heavy damage. Oh, they're actually going for the fortress. Just destroy 1 city so far today. Just fighting over their armies to get close to the other cities. Dealing with lots of armor. There goes the fortress. Plus 7 influence per turn. Apocalyptic survived attacks from 2 aircraft. Thanks to the bolster defense, but they're almost dead. We need to repair that Land Raider. Well, looks like another wave is coming. So far the record of how many Gorknauts we faced at the same time was 8. I feel like we're gonna be breaching beating that record. One, 2, 3 Gorknauts. 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 Gorknauts on the record.
All systems operational.
We need these resources.
What do you command? In his name, I will. Following orders. Apothecary here.
My lord. Ready for commands. Anti-air here. Hunter anti-air ready. Hunter anti-air ready. Hunter anti-air ready. Hunter anti-air ready. Missile launcher fire.
Apothecary here. I will go to aid my brothers. I will tend to your wounds, brother.
Definitely got pushed here. Did get the city down though.
We stand
Let's do the science. I see one Gorkin out here. Oh, I got a level up. 20 experience, goddamn. So yeah, radius 3, this band works for that.
Aquila strong point
This is to
reporting.
prevent the abuse of denying them kills.
Yes.
But we can't afford these things, we need the resources.
What do you command?
Receiving you loud and clear. Redeploying to new
Pull back
location.
here a little.
They shall be decimated.
I will attend to the machine spirit.
Reporting minor resistance.
Send me to war. You will die.
We still have to stay here, that Bamblade is still here as well. We support the Bamblade.
Awaiting orders.
Aquila strong point reporting.
This force is good here, we're not gonna remove it.
Name your target.
Name your request. Approaching target.
Interesting, we can remove it because they're controlling it now. As expected.
We stand vigilant.
Apothecary here. I will tend to your wounds, brother.
What do we do about this?
Yes.
We need a little bit healing.
We stand vigilant. Your enemy shall perish. Engaging
It'd be
targets in
amazing if we can
designated
finish
area.
off this one.
We await thy command.
Doesn't look like it though.
Hunter anti-air ready. Hunter anti-air ready.
There's a lot of shit here.
We go to soak death. Hunter anti-air ready.
We are the chapter's finest.
City has been firing on this guy. We're actually blocking units here, which is great.
Awaiting orders.
Direct our fury.
I am ready to...
Holy fuck, this area here.
I am prepared. I will attend to the machine spirit.
Oh, we managed to demoralize this. We got GS. And we have to make sure this thing doesn't go into melee.
Firing artillery bombardment. Reporting minor resistance. Firing artillery bombardment.
This one is almost
Aquila
down.
strong point reporting.
God damn. This is a hive here. Holy shit, how many cities in this area? Our firepower here, 4.6. Not really worth. Nearly 20 on this one.
What do you command?
We kill this one.
Into the fray, brother!
The morale low.
We await thy command. Temper eagerness with patience, brother. Engaging weapon systems. Name your target. We will redeem them in their blood.
We could heal the Terminators. I think this is an important spot to be, because if I move out of this spot, the city stops firing and it starts healing. And we need a little bit of damage. It's slowly repairing anyways, because the orc with fungus though.
We are the chapter's finest.
Yeah, it's better to go to this tile.
Purity is as both my shield
Terminator should be still fine for one more turn.
across this accursed waste. Waiting orders.
So close to destroying this. Anything else that can fire here?
There can be no music.
Thank God.
On the side. Name your request.
Look at this forest here.
Yes. Hurt the unclean. Send me to war.
Kinda need to cause some healing here, otherwise this is gonna go down.
Send me at them, and they shall know fear.
We've been dealing with 9 Gorgonauts this turn, Ashes. 9.
Faith and devotion to the Emperor will bring deliverance.
Their end is nigh. Form the defenses. Aquila strongpoint reporting.
I am here.
Name your target.
Population 2 turns. Gonna need the refactor. I wanna get a lot more requisitions now. We're gonna be getting launch pads. 2 of them. Look how clear this is. You guys remember what it was here last week? How clean it is. How can you compare corner camping with a corner in this game? Makes no sense. And losing that one north is gonna suck. It's gonna recover their morale too much. The fact that there's a cliff here, this spot is ideal for a fortress, for a killer macro cannon. Yeah, but in this type of game, Scorn it doesn't mean it's cheese. It's just a strategic advantage. You're just confusing it with strategic advantage, like a lot of people when it comes to, you know, there's definitely some cheese stuff. Stuff like this is just strategic advantage. Cheesing it would be to restart every single time until you get a location like that for sure. Calm yourself, Mr. Stream. I'm perfectly calm here. Had some cheese and olives and white bread for dinner. Good thing Shitty Wizard is here, he doesn't like olives. So we can definitely see what's coming from this side now.
I am prepared. Yes. I am needed elsewhere.
Oh, hey there, war boss. Definitely not the safest location.
I am ready to lead. Die,
You can
heathen!
hit it very hard. $50 pop per Orc City. And this aircraft is coming around. It's kinda like we need more hunters to cover the area. Or our own aircraft, which might be a better option considering the energy.
Awaiting orders.
This forest will cover the apothecaries on the other side.
Vigilance, brothers.
I will tend to your wounds, brother.
Coordinates received. Rendering assistance. Name your request. I will attend to the machine spirit.
Oh, Pachkuri is surrounded and they have morale. We don't need that morale, friend.
Double your efforts, my brothers!
They researched more armor technology, so they're like tougher to kill.
Send me at them, and they shall know fear.
We stand vigilant. Acknowledged. Firing quick shells.
Very nice, very nice. This thing has survived 15 health. I have to sacrifice this this unit to just keep it up a little bit longer.
Awaiting orders. I will attend to the machine spirit.
All systems operational. Name your target. We stand vigilant. Reporting minor resistance. Name your target.
There's a Hydra here.
Name your target. Acknowledged.
Where you going, friend?
Fortress artillery bombardment. Aquila's strong
Yeah,
point
the rest is
reporting.
fine there. Guys are jinking.
Their end is nigh. Ready for commands.
But they're apothecary here now.
Ready for commands. To the front line. Anti-air here. Hunter anti-air ready. All missiles away. Direct tower fury. Aquila's strong point reporting.
Awaiting orders. I will attend to the machine spirit.
Invoking the machine spirit's wrath.
Watch what you have of me. Take us closer to the enemy.
Still not getting up on this area here. There's way too much units going to this area to just give up on it. It should be a good firing zone for to range on the killer cannon.
We stand vigilant. Fire the main battery.
They also block the expansion. They do favor outposts.
Captain reporting. You will not survive.
Name your target. Acknowledged. Firing quick shells.
It's gonna be a massive morale loss here.
I assume I am needed there. You have tempted sin and provoked my wrath.
A sound decision. Land Raider. Eliminating targets.
Yes.
This is down to
Strong
31
point
health.
reporting.
You will
We
feel
might be
my
able to save it.
fury. Brother Captain reporting.
We need this anti-air closer home.
Anti-air battery reloaded.
Overwatch duties, not using bodies to push.
We advance, my lord. My lord. Missile launcher.
And using hunters as shields, really, with some questionable firepower against regular stuff, because they're so
Defenses
cost
at the
effective.
ready.
Overwatch. We need an orbital strike here. I don't know if there's any targets. Oh, there's a tank buster here. Shoot it. We depleted nearly all our influence. We get some more influence here and here. We just need the fortresses. I think currently each generatorium is 12 energy, if not even more. They get over 100 ore per turn. I'm gonna get launch pads. I'm gonna get some aircraft. They make more Bamelets? No. Still only one. It's been indomitable so far. We did some repairs and they did some repairs as well. I think now we've seen all the orc units. Did not see any of the orc units. I think we've seen all of them now. Skigord was the last one we haven't seen. Got 37 units this turn. And we actually don't have enough influence for the operations and tactics. Damn. The captains here. It's because of this captain being separated from the rest of the units, and we haven't been getting much deeds of glory. You can totally notice the drop of influence. We've also been using a lot of it. We'll save here, boys, and continue next time. Thank you for watching, and good night.